For those that have been following my channel for a while, you know I keep it real here. I'm investing in my subscribers so they will walk by faith and so they are victorious as Christ intends. Now, I've been walking in biblical prosperity for a while now. Well, I'm only 27, so in years, absolute years, is since I became born again. And really when I was 15, I'm say 16, that's really when the power began to flow. That's around 11 years ago. So you can say just 11 years, but still a while. And let me tell you one thing here. I'm going to say straight up here. Stop expecting people to wish you good fortune. Or stop hoping that people will desire you to be prosperous. I said it. Stop expecting people to wish you good fortune. That is what a lot of people want, that others wish them good fortune. But why am I telling you to stop doing that? It's because when you look at it carefully, I'm talking about common people now, I'm talking about the world now. In the world, almost nobody really wants you to be prosperous. No, they won't. Some say it more out of politeness and in order to maintain a good pleasant climate. But when it comes down to it, in practice, most people in the world don't want you to be prosperous. For the simple reason that you being prosperous increases your advantage in daily life. And this advantage makes you powerful. So when you act in that advantage, you will have a powerful impact. And who are the ones that have to live with that powerful impact? Other people. And common people, in general, are control freaks. They are narcissistic because it's all about them. So why would someone who is centered around themselves long for you to have good fortune, to have an advantage, if that advantage does not relate onto them? They won't. Some common people do wish you good fortune out of the heart. You have those. You have those, but those are rare. Common people in general do not want you to be prosperous, because once you are prosperous, they can't control you. When you are in need, when you are sick, when you are dependent, when you are mentally ill, or when you are under the threat of violence, or when you are a victim, you're easily controlled and they can easily make of you whatever they want. But when you are prosperous, really prosperous, they are the ones that have to find a way to deal and get along with your impact. And your impact is there, so when they want or not, their will is irrelevant. And they can't stand that their will is irrelevant, because for common people it's all about their own will. That will of theirs is so important, so sacred, you can't touch their will. If you touch their will, by being disrespectful or not validating their expectations, they go off at you. That's how common people are. So common people from the heart, in general, will never wish you good fortune. There are exceptions, some. But in general, common people don't want you to be prosperous. They want you to be just like them, stuck in the status quo, struggling. Or that you're worse off than them. Because then they have the validation they are alright by comparing themselves to you. Or you're just like them, they can validate themselves by measuring themselves with you. But they don't want you to be free from the matrix. They don't want you to be free from violence. They don't want you to be really prosperous. They don't want you to operate in your energetic abilities, in which you overcome and overrule violence. I'm talking about your energetic abilities in line with Christ there. Pagans often use their energetic abilities, but they're trapped. So I'm not talking about that. When you walk in real victory, common people will flee from you after they realize they can't control you. That's how they are. Yet many of you keep looking for people to wish you good fortune. You long for it, you crave for it. I'm telling you, unlearn that. Common people in general don't want you to be prosperous. If they really want you to be prosperous, if those around you that you claim that they really wish you good fortune, if they really wish you good fortune, why don't they energize it with their actions? Okay, let me give an example now. Let's say a man claims he loves his wife, yet he doesn't provide for his family. He spends all his time with his buddies at the pub, and in weekends he goes to the red light district. And well, his wife calls him, he doesn't answer the phone. So all his fruits and all his energy, all his activities reveals that he couldn't care less about that woman. He just wants the title of being a married husband, that's it. Now, if you could see that, you would say automatically, this guy is a lying coward. He just wants the benefits of being called a married man, but he doesn't want any of the responsibilities to come along with it. Now, use it as a parable, okay? Those that claim to wish you good fortune, do they energize it with their actions? Do they energize it with their prayers and with their decrees? Do they energize it by them evaluating how they relate to you, to see whether they have ways that relate to you that aren't right? Are they themselves operating in good fortune, in prosperity? If not, why not? I'm telling you, see things as they are. I encountered a meme lately, and at the end of the meme it says, only a thief wishes you prosperity in life. Now, that's not scripture, okay? It's a meme made by a worldly individual, probably a pagan. But just think about that sentence. Only a thief wishes you prosperity in life. Now, why would a thief wish you to be prosperous? Because then a thief can steal from you. A thief doesn't want you to be poor. No, because when you're poor, you can't get things for free from you. You can't steal. The thief wants you to be prosperous because when you're prosperous, he can steal from you. But here's the thing. Apart from the exceptions amongst common people that really want you to be prosperous, most people don't want you to be prosperous. It goes against their narcissistic will to want you to be prosperous. And if you have common people that for some reason want you prosperous, if they're not part of the exception, ask yourself, why do they want you to be prosperous? Do they want you to be prosperous so they can feed all of you, so they can exploit you? Or do they want you to be prosperous so that you can later become the scapegoat why everything goes wrong in the community? They can point a finger at you and say, you know what, that guy is prosperous, that girl is prosperous, and look at them, they only think about themselves. Stop hoping people to wish you good fortune. Start agreeing with Christ. The process wants you will walk in His prosperity, regardless whether people resist or comply with your influence. You are intended to be influential. You're intended to have an impact. And let me tell you straight up, you will have people fighting your impact and fighting your influence. It can be that you open your own shop and your shop is running well. Some of you may open a web shop and it goes well, and then you have people that come and criticize what you're doing. They're not criticizing because your business or your product is of low quality, because it's running, it's prosperous. The reason why they are critical is because they're acting outrage against you being prosperous. You have an impact that others can't choose. Your impact is there, so they have no choice but to deal with the impact. And if they relate to it in a bad manner, it will be up to them. They have to face consequences. They don't want that. So now they lash out their attack on you with all that destructive criticism. Some will even claim they are trying to help you, but in fact that's not what they're doing. Look, I'm not telling you to become suspicious. I'm not telling you to always expect the bad of people and all that. Just look at the bigger picture. Common people don't want you to be prosperous. I want that to get through to you. They don't. They're just pretending to be polite and so they can get along as a society. If they really wanted to be prosperous, they would have energized it with their actions and with their prayers. Or better said, they would have energized with their attitude. Examine people and see people for what they are. Well, about me, I encountered a lot of folks that did not want me to be prosperous, because their pride depended on me being nothing. When that did not work, when my influence increased and the prosperity kept flowing, they couldn't hold on to that validation of theirs anymore, because their validation was at my expense. So now they turned on me, they became upset with me, and now they were blaming me for them feeling bad about themselves, even though they were the ones building a self-esteem based on them projecting their anxieties onto someone else. So they're the ones victimizing folks, yet they claim to be the victim. They projected their race onto me, and now I'm the perpetrator. And they're seeking sympathy from others because they're so-called hurt. I've encountered many of such sick, negative-minded people. And when you are prosperous, when you operate in prosperity, you will encounter many of them. They don't want to be around you because they want you. They don't even want your prosperity. The thing is, they just don't want you to be free and prosperous. So they want to be around you to burden you with their presence. That gives them relief that you're burdened by them. That makes them feel important they are someone. They can't stand you being free and prosperous. So they will be around you just to burden you, to hinder you from being free. Because they don't want to be free. Some people think that enemies are only those that lash out against them, that act out against them and all of that. No. Enemies are also those that don't want you to be prosperous, but they want to feed off of the good fortune you have, to prevent you from moving further. You have such people, such are also enemies, because their will is against you. Yet they also want you around to benefit from you, because it's all about them and their comfort. Well, I've lost all of those people, praise the Lord. And it's only afterwards I realized what type of sick, pathetic people they really were. Well, learn from what I've said in this video. Stop hoping that people will wish you good fortune. Agree with Christ and operate in a real good fortune. Be at peace.